welcome back to my channel. It's me, Ashley, and hello if you are new. Today I am doing a different type of video. I'm gonna sit and just talk to you guys a little bit because this person hit me up on Twitter asking me for advice, and her advice kind of made me want to create this full video to elaborate, explain on it, because I think it's an important lesson for everyone to know. So please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on your notifications, follow my social media so you can ask me for advice and I can answer your questions, and enjoy the video. I don't exactly know what to title this video, but it has to do with like not begging someone to be with you, be involved with you, to like gather their attention, and it's kind of having more self-respect for yourself, increased self-respect. So first I'm going to tell you what this girl told me, and I will tell you what I told her. Wow, it's like a tongue twister. And then I'm going to elaborate on it. So this girl tells me that she's having an issue with blaming people for her past hurts. And then she also says that she has a friend who's going through some situation as of right now, and therefore that decreased the communication that they've been having with each other. Now she understands that because he's in that type of situation, he cannot communicate as much, but she's worried that if afterwards he will kind of leaving her behind in such a way, or maybe abandonment, or she wasn't super specific, but that was the way that I kind of inferred it to be. So I asked her how long they've been friends for, and she said it wasn't too long. And now I'm going to tell you my exact answer I said to her, because I feel like it was all said correctly right there. So I said, well, I feel like since it's a new relationship and you guys haven't really created that tight of a bond yet, just give him some time to go through what he's got going on, and you can help him by consoling and comforting him every now and then. Now, important part that I said, that's like part one, is I told her how long she wants to comfort him and console him really depends on her own judgment and how long she thinks she'll be able to do that for, right? Now to continue, I said, and ultimately, if he really values the friendship, he will come back to you and be appreciative of how you were there for him. However, if the opposite happens and he does leave you behind in a way, I don't think you should be too upset, because it was a fresh relationship and I don't think that there could have been that much depth. And then I said, you will just realize the type of person he is and try to prevent being friends with that type of person again. And then part two, because she did acknowledge that she blames other people for past hurts, I did say, and for the other people that you put blame on, try not to do that. Instead, just take whatever happened as a lesson and move on from them, because blaming them will not bring any value to you or to them. So now that you heard everything that I've said to her, and if you want, you can comment below, tell me if you agree, disagree, how you would have handled the situation, because I'm open to all ideas. Also, give this video a thumbs up if you did like what I say, and the rest of what I'm saying in this video does not really have to relate to her. I'm not directly speaking to her. It can really be anything that you have going on and you feel like you're in this type of situation. So this is for me to help you. So now, what my point is not to beg someone to be involved in your life. I cannot remember if I said this already, but I'm talking about whether it is your significant other in a relationship, whether it is your friend, your relatives, your animals. But honestly, the reason why this shouldn't happen is because you kind of are decreasing the self-value and self-worth that you have put on yourself by putting so much effort into someone else, because you feel like you need them in your life in order to be who you are. You have to be comfortable with yourself, and you shouldn't need someone else to make you seem comfortable. If you feel like you are begging someone to be with you and not in any of the situations that I explained before, if you feel like you're begging someone to be with you, then it's time to cut them loose. You gotta cut the ties and everything, okay? And you shouldn't be afraid to do that because it is the smartest choice ultimately in the end, okay? When that occurs, sure, it may seem weird, it may seem different because that person may have been in your life, may have been a big part in your life, but you didn't really understand how they were hurting you and the way that it made you feel. So now you're technically by yourself, but you should take this as a positive thing to go on a journey on your own, okay? Take it as a point for you to learn about yourself and discover yourself without that person in your life. And what will happen ultimately is while you're out living your life, being you, growing up, getting mature, that person will suddenly realize, oh, man, maybe I should have appreciated that person a little bit more. Maybe I should have hung out with that person a little bit more. And at that point of your life, that person may or may not come back. If they do come back, then it's like, oh, they realized the mistake that they made. If they don't come back, then it's like, you know now that that person wasn't a good significant other, wasn't a good friend, wasn't a good relative. You kind of have more insight on who that person was, and you take that as a lesson, just like I told the girl in the message. You take that as a lesson to not associate yourself with people who are similar to the one that didn't appreciate you as much. When that person, let's say the situation comes and that person does come back into your life, or they want to enter back into your life, then now the tables have turned. Because instead of you begging them and them deciding on not being with you or associating with you, they are coming back into your life and asking for redemption or forgiveness. And it's you to decide whether you want to associate yourself back with that person again, or if you just want to let it loose. Okay? And that's something that I really cannot tell you what to do. In that situation, it's your choice and your choice only. You have to understand that in any situation, you should be made a priority. If you're not a priority, then it's not for you, you know? You make yourself a priority. You are number one in life. I have this thing on my board and it says you are your number one supporter, talking about myself. Why? Because if I don't support myself, who's going to support me? Nobody. At the end of the day, when I look in the mirror, who else am I looking at? No one but myself. So you have to learn to appreciate yourself before you go out and do something with somebody else, okay? So if you make yourself a priority and understand your self-respect and your self-worth, then you'll understand what you need from somebody else in any type of relationship that you go into, okay? Therefore, I'm bringing it back to the same point. If you're not a priority, then you've got to go. Got to go. Let it go, like Elsa. Let's say you do have a significant other. If you can be independent on your own, that makes you like a 100%. And then when you have someone else who's also 100%, that's just great. Like a thumbs up. That is just like Neo's song. Okay, I wrote this in my notes. You know the song where he goes, I'm a movement by myself, yeah, but I'm a force when we're together. That's exactly my point right there. If you understand the lyrics of that song, listen specifically. He says, I'm a movement by myself, meaning he is 100% good by himself. He can do things on his own, right? He can go make music and videos, whatever he does. But then second half, I'm a force when we're together. That's like combustion, okay? He's still doing his own thing, but if you have someone else, they can make you improve. But even if that person was not there, you're still good right where you were. So that's you as your whole, that's your other whole. When you combine, it becomes one. But it's okay if you're just you as your own whole, because one whole is okay. A donut only has one whole, but everyone still eats that donut, right? Because it's full. But Now, if we speak on the other side, in more of the friendship type of situation, I feel like it is easier in certain circumstances to beg your friends, whether it comes to like, oh, I want to hang out, I want to do this, let's do that, blah, blah, blah. But if you have to ask that person a whole bunch of times to kind of value you or to spend time with you, or if you feel like them spending time with you seems bothersome or a hard situation for them, then cut it loose, boo. Cut it loose, boo. Doesn't work like that. You need someone who's gonna give you the same time, value, appreciation, and respect that you would give to them, and the same time, value, and appreciation and respect that you would give to yourself. I think that's the end of the video. I hope it's not too long. Maybe it'll be like 10-15 minutes. But this is some really valuable information, and I feel like I've matured over time a little bit, and this was a part of my maturity, and I'm still maturing every day. I think I'm wise for my age. Yeah. I hope you take this valuable information and apply it to your life in whichever situation you are in. And if you want me to do more videos like this, make sure you tell me down below in the comments and give this video a thumbs up. Let's get to at least 10 thumbs up for this video. And don't forget to hit me up on my social media, which is linked down below, and I'll put it over here down below on this section, on Instagram or Twitter, and I'll answer any questions that you guys have. And also, I'm doing this new thing. If you turn on your post notifications, which is the little bell, and it'll notify you every single time I put up a video, you turn on your post notifications, send me a screenshot, I could possibly give you a shout out. So please make sure you do that. Turn on your notifications, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.